The 2025 Nissan Pathfinder. We have a couple of new updates to talk about here, but stay tuned until the end of this video where I'm going to share with you how you can get 14% off the MSRP of a 2024 Nissan Pathfinder, along with a lot of other vehicles, quite frankly. More on the savings and the discounts towards the end. Let's just get into these updates for the 2025 Pathfinder. So Nissan is now offering us 3 free oil changes for the first 2 years or 24,000 miles, whichever comes first, by offering us their Nissan Maintenance Care Program. So you would think, oh, that's great. However, they have increased the price of these Pathfinders, and this varies by the trim level, but on average, the price has gone up by about $1,000 compared to the 2024 Nissan Pathfinders. That is really unfortunate. Some models, they've gone up by $860 to $990. Others have gone up by over $1,200 compared to 2024. And I will have the detailed pricing laid out on the screen for you to check out. The base model is going to start at a little over $37,000, but these prices do not include destination, which is an additional $1,390. So make sure to add that back in to the prices that you see listed. And the price of all-wheel drive has also gone up by $100 compared to 2024. Now it's going to cost you $2,000 to upgrade to 4-wheel drive. Whereas if you stick with the Pathfinder Rock Creek, which is the off-road trim level of the Pathfinder, you're going to get the 4-wheel drive as standard. But with every other trim, you have to pay an additional $2,000 to get 4-wheel drive. In 2024, it only costed you $1,900 to upgrade to that all-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive system, whatever you want to call it. The only other change that we have here is with the SV and the Rock Creek trim levels, they now get the power lift gate with the position memory function. This was previously exclusive to the SL and the Platinum trims, and that's everything that's new with the 2025 Pathfinders. I continue to recommend the SL trim level with 4-wheel drive. I think that's one of the best value propositions. But keep in mind, if you actually tow with your Pathfinder, then the S, the SV, and the SL only tow 3,500 pounds. You have to step up to the Rock Creek or the Platinum to tow 6,000 pounds. However, there is an additional premium package that you can add to the SV and the SL, which will give you the transmission oil cooler. That will allow the SV and the SL to also tow 6,000 pounds. But that package is kind of pricey. The SV premium pack is $2,000. The SL premium package is $2,990. So up to you whether that's worth it or not, but keep in mind, it's not just the transmission oil cooler that you do get additional features as well with that premium pack, especially with the SL. That premium package will get you things like the Bose audio system. So if you love your music, that's something to consider. But my thing is, if you are going to deck out an SL like that, I would rather just step up to the Platinum at that point to get the nicer interior space. But I get it, you are dramatically increasing the MSRP when you opt for these lavish options, trim levels, and packages. So go on Nissan's website, see which model is going to work out best for you and your family. These vehicles are an IIHS top safety pick, so you can be rest assured that your family is traveling around in one of the safest new vehicles that you can get. So that's great regarding these Pathfinders. And Nissan does do a great job of offering you the useful safety tech features as standard by giving you Nissan Safety Shield 360. And this is going to include your blind spot monitoring, your rear cross traffic alert, etc. And overall, the Pathfinder, it's a good SUV. It handles nice. It's got good highway stability, but it is so boring to drive. Like, it is mind-numbingly boring. Some of you might not care about that, but I just thought I would let you know. The Pathfinder does look great though, no matter which trim level you go with. It's got that Range Rover vibe, especially from that rear end. But one thing I'm not a big fan of, some people disagree with me on this, I don't know why, but the third row seating in this Pathfinder, it's not that great. I am 5'11", and I kid you not, I can't even fit my legs and my feet in the third row of the Pathfinder and the Mazda CX-90. Both of these SUVs have the tightest third row seating, yet families have commented saying that the third row is fine and they have a bunch of space and they have no issues with it. I guess if they tried out a Honda Pilot or a Toyota Grand Highlander, they would think the third row in those SUVs are like football fields compared to this. And I do maintain that the Honda Pilot is genuinely one of the best three-row SUVs on the market right now. It's just a phenomenal all-rounder, but if you like the way the Nissan looks, then fine, go ahead. It is a good vehicle. You do have plenty of headroom, legroom, etc. for the first and the second rows. And with the third row folded down, you do have plenty of trunk space as well. But I get it, you buy a three-row SUV to actually put people in that third row. And, even for kids, I feel like it's going to be difficult for them to fit because I'm 5'11", I'm just an average-sized adult. I'm not Shaq or anything. And I literally can't fit my feet back there. So I'm guessing even kids that are like 4 foot something, they're gonna have issues fitting in that third row as well. But, if there's families out there that have made it work, let me know in the comment section. I do know that you can scoot the second row seats up a bit, and that way I am able to fit my feet and my legs in the third row, but now the second row really suffers. Now adults are gonna have a hard time fitting in the second row seats. So that's the compromise that I've noticed with this Pathfinder and the CX-90. But if you can live with that, then the Pathfinder is a good vehicle for sure. Regardless, as mentioned at the beginning of this video, here's how you can save 14% off the MSRP of a 2024 Nissan Pathfinder. You can reach out to AutoCompanion, who is one of the largest car brokers in the United States. He has partner dealerships in the Washington, D.C. area, and he is able to ship nationwide. However, shipping is something you have to pay extra for, but you can always pick up the vehicle at D.C. if you would like. And he's got 14% off on the Pathfinder, the Murano, the Altima, the 2024 Nissan Rogue as well. That's a good little SUV. And he's got 13% off on the Nissan Frontier, the pickup truck. So everyone keeps crying about the Tacoma pricing. Well, there you go. The Frontier, 13% off, even on the Pro 4X. That's a great deal right there. And definitely a great deal on the Pathfinder, 14% off. That's no joke. But AutoCompanion doesn't just have Nissan. He also has Mazda deals, Volkswagen, Subaru, Hyundai, etc. So on a Palisade, he's got between 7 to 8% off MSRP. The CX-90s, he's got 9.5% off the MSRP. The Subaru Ascent, he's got 10.5% off the MSRP. And the VW Atlas, he's at 11% off MSRP, just so you know. And AutoCompanion also has a free leasing calculator, which I will have linked in the description box below. This is a very powerful tool because this calculator shows you the interest rate of a lease, the residual values, and the incentives that you can get in your local zip code. And incentives stack on top of the dealer discount. So when you lease the Pathfinder, there's like an additional $500 that you can get. And once again, that's going to stack on top of the 14% off discount. And with the Pathfinder and the CX-90 Mazda, I definitely recommend leasing these products because as of right now, October 2024, the interest rate of the lease, it's pretty low. With the Nissan Pathfinder, it's like 2.2%. And with the CX-90 leases, the interest rate is less than 1%. So if you're a family that was planning on buying these vehicles in cash, well, you're better off just doing a one-pay lease with these SUVs or just making the payments as is for the first 3 years. And that way you can hold on to your capital, and then after the 3 years is up, you can just buy out the lease at that point. And this way you don't have to be tied to the vehicle. You can just turn the vehicle back in at the end of 3 years if you don't like it, or you can buy it out. So there's a lot of flexibility when you have a low interest rate lease like this, plus some additional savings like that $500 bonus cash, depending on where you live. And lease programs, interest rates, incentives, all of these things, they change every month, but AutoCompanion's calculator will also update every month. So use that tool. And if you want to work with AutoCompanion, he also does charge a broker fee. But if you sign up with my affiliate link, he will take some money off of his broker fee and I really appreciate him doing that. But even with the broker fee and even with shipping costs, it's definitely worth it because this is some of the best Nissan pricing out there. And if you appreciate this knowledge, this information, and these resources, make sure to like and subscribe. But thank you again for watching this video. Take care and goodbye.